I hear footstep. Yo was in the living room painting. I was painting in the dining room, and I heard it. And because the stairs are, over where the kitchen is at, I walk over. I swear I heard it. So I walk over slowly, and when I got close to the door slammed shut. Boom, like that.
Wow.
And I was just like,
right there in front of you.
right there in front of me.
Wow.
And I was just like, holy shit, like.
So this story is actually our story, and it happened to us. And so we're going to tell you firsthand what happened. And so a few years ago, our son bought a property, and he was fixing it up. Originally, he was going to live in it, but eventually we just flipped it and sold it. And so we stopped by to help him do some work on the house, right? And I think you need to tell this part first, because I think it happened to you first.
Well, that house is kind of weird, because every time we go in there, there's like just a vibe that it wasn't like, it doesn't sit well with me. Like, I don't know about you, but every time I go into the house, and I'm the only one there, like if I was with someone, then it's like a little bit different. But when I was by myself in the house, then there's just this weird feelings, or it's like you feel someone's watching you all the time.
Wow.
Okay.
I wasn't in that house by myself ever. I think only you had been in the house by yourself. So I think that's probably why you felt it more. But yeah.
Yeah, because when we go in there, I usually don't leave you in there. And
yeah, you better not too.
Yeah. Anyway, so I spend a few time by myself in there working, helping my son out, with his renovation. So I was in there a lot by myself, and so every time I was alone, man, it's just like I feel like somebody's watching me all the time. Like there's nobody around, but that's it's just that one feeling that you have. So.
And then there were a few times where both Toa and I were there, and like he might be like in the garage. It's like an attached garage too, but like he's probably like cutting wood or something out there. And then I was like working in like one of the bedrooms, and it's a 1-story house, so it's a rambler with a basement, right? And like there was this one time I was in one of the bedrooms, and I was like trying to scrub some of the glue off from the floor. And I keep hearing, I don't even remember what it is anymore. It's like, I keep hearing like a cat or something, like just right outside the house. You know what I mean? And so I would always go out to check. I don't see anything. And then I would go back and work, and like just kept hearing, and I kept going back and checking. So I just got to the point where I was like, who cares? I just keep working, right? And I was like, maybe it was just you.
I heard that too. But when I heard the cat meowing, it sounds like it comes from the outside. But when you go out there,
there's no cat outside, right?
And then, it sounds like it'll coming from the inside.
Oh my God, that's probably
And then
worse.
you go and you look for the cat, and there's no cat on the inside. It's just like, it is super weird,
Oh my God, I'm getting chills now. And I even went and looked in the garage, because it sounds kind of like it's coming from like outside by where the garage is. And so I would go and even look in the garage, and I don't see anyone in the garage or so forth, because it didn't happen just that one time. It happened a few times.
Because the layout of the house is when you walk through the front door, there's a living room on your right, and then it just go a hallway to the kitchen. And then the kitchen has a sliding door that you could go to the back. It's a big sliding door, so you could see whatever is on the back.
Yeah, so you don't have to open the door.
Yeah, you don't have to open the door to see the backyard.
Yeah, and then the living room by the front door,
it has a big bay window too.
Yeah. So you can just look out. And if you guys seen Rambler houses in Minnesota, you'll know what we're talking about, because most of the Ramblers look like that.
And then the garage door is like, you walk through the kitchen, and then the garage door, the door to the garage is right there.
By the kitchen.
And then
the doors to the basement is
facing the garage door.
Yeah, going down between the kitchen and the living room. So it's a very typical Rambler house in Minnesota.
And so that's the layout of the house. And when you are sitting in one of the bedroom, like the far end, And when I was over there, or when I heard it, I was in the living room. That I heard the cat meow from the back.
Oh, wow.
And when I go to the kitchen where the sliding door is, I open it. I went out there. I don't see anything, right? Uh-huh. And when I opened the sliding door and I peeked my whole body out there, now the cat sounds like it's coming from, inside the house where the garage is.
Uh-huh.
You close it, you go to the garage,
and nothing,
and the cat, there's no cat there, and you stood still and there's no cat, and you start walking away. Then the cat is meowing, and then now it comes from outside. And you be like, what is going on? You know?
And was that when you were just there by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
And so when I go out there and I just walk around the whole house, and there's no cat anywhere to be seen, it's just so weird.
Yeah. Well, you went that far. I just looked a few times, and I'm just like, you know what? Cat or no cat, I don't have time to go look for the cat. Yeah. And so I kind of just went on with my, whatever I was doing. So I didn't really go looking for this cat, but wow, you even went looking for it, huh?
Yep. And then the second part that freaked me out, okay, the cat thing, it's not a whole big deal for me. Like,
if you don't really think about it, it's not too bad. But after the whole incident, you think about it again, it's freaky,
Yeah. So the cat thing, it didn't hit me that much. I was like, well, anyways, I can't find the cat. Big deal, right? And so the second part that really got to me was every time I, was painting the living room or the hallway, I would hear like somebody running downstairs, like little kids are running back and forth.
Oh, this was only when it was just you two, right?
Yeah, only when it was just me. And it sounds like some kid are running downstairs.
Up and down the stair.
Up and down the stairs.
Oh, okay.
And kind of across, because downstairs is unfinished, it's concrete floor. And, when the kid run, you could hear like the footstep slapping the floor.
I have chills right now. That's...
And I was just like, when I heard that, I freak out. Like the first time I heard that, I freak out. Like at first I was like, what the hell is that? I look outside, there's no kids, right? And so the house is in a cul-de-sac, and usually the kids, when they come out and play, they'll play in the cul-de-sac. So if you look out the bay window from the living room, you could see all the kids playing out there. Mm-hmm. But this time, I thought it was coming from outside. Look, there's no one outside. And every time I try to look for it, I'll stop, right? And then when you go on and start doing your work, and then
it'll start up again?
It'll start up again.
Wow. You're very brave to go back by yourself.
Yeah. Well, I have to, right? I have to. So
where was you all that time? Just kidding.
I think at that time you were still working.
Yes, I was still working. So you had to go by yourself.
Yeah. And so, it freaked me out. What freaked me out was now I start to track that footstep, and I think it was coming from the basement. So I went to the kitchen to where the garage door and the door go down the basement. And so when I got close to over there, I heard someone ran down the stairs.
Oh
right?
my God.
And so that freaked me out. I'd be like, okay, I'm done for the day. So I didn't say anything. I just grabbed my jacket. I left all my tools, locked the door, and I left.
Wow. You didn't even go check.
No,
huh?
I didn't even go check. That time I didn't go check.
Went,
no.
Hello? Anyone there?
I didn't go check that time. So I just left. And then
you didn't go back until I was able to go with you.
So since then, I never go work on the house by myself. Like either I go with you or like the kids are there or something like that,
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very scary situation. And the thing is, like I said,
I wouldn't say scary, but it's like, it's
creepy.
It gives you chills, like.
And like I said, like it happens to me too. Like Toa and I are both there, but like he might be in the garage, and so I hear them. But like if he's in the same room with me, I don't hear it because we're probably talking more and stuff like that, and so we don't maybe if it does happen, we're not noticing it, but it doesn't. And so it only happens when like I'm working alone and he might be like outside, like mowing the lawn or doing something in the garage or something like that. And that's when I hear it too. And I've gotten to the point where we're like, okay, we got to finish this house. And so I started putting on like...
well, we're not there yet. There's the third part that scared both of us.
That's right.
Because, this whole thing is like, she heard it. She heard some. She's freaking out. And, I experienced a few things.
And Toro was already freaked out before I was
already freaked out.
Yeah.
But, when you're there, I don't hear anything. Right? Because when someone was there with me, I don't hear anything. And but I only experience that when I'm by myself, right? And so maybe, sometimes you think it was just in your head. But, when you're there, I don't really experience anything. And so this one time, we were both there.
Yeah, but I think it makes sense too because we were going there a lot. We were going like almost every day. Yeah. And so, but yeah, okay, go ahead.
So that one time, again, we were both there. I think you were in the living room, right? And I was, I think I was in the kitchen, right? I was working on the dining room or something like that.
I don't know. I just know that I don't think you were quite near where that happened because you didn't see it happen.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
So that time when we were both there, I think I was like in the the living room, the kitchen. You could see each other, you know, through that door. And so I think I was in the dining room. I was painting or something like that. And so I heard footstep again, right? Something running down the stairs. And the door to the garage was locked. The door to the basement was closed. When because we got there, we started painting. We didn't go on that side, so those doors locked and closed. And so I didn't even say anything. I just ran back to you and be like, let's go. And I think, did we...
we did go.
Yeah, we went, right?
Yeah, we left.
We left.
We didn't like leave. We went outside into the car.
Yeah.
And then we talked.
No, I think we did leave for the day.
Oh, we left for the day?
Yeah,
okay.
we left for the day because we were both freaked out because you heard the door slam too, right?
I did. And you just came straight to me and you're like, holy shit. And so you're like, you said, let's go. And then I was like, okay, let's go. And then so I think that's why we laughed. Because I remember that happened. We both laughed.
Yeah, and we left, but But
I didn't remember if we went right back in or if.
No, I think we left for the day.
Oh, okay. Because it's been a few years, so.
Yeah, and so when we came back, we had to come back and finish our job for our son. So when we came back, I think you start playing Christian music.
Well, not even
and we have to announce that we're...
So when we go and show houses with buyers, one thing that real estate agents, we do, and this is why I always teach my agents too when they join my brokerage, is you open the door and you announce yourself. And so you open the door and you go, hello, realtor. And the reason we do that is we announce if there are people in the house or if there are squatters or whatever. Yep. You're telling them that you are there, you're a realtor, who you are, and you're going to be coming in. Yep. And if the seller's still there, they'll come and greet you. If it's a squatter, usually they run, right?
Yep.
And so that's why we do that. And so I decided the next day, the next time that we went, I opened the door and the first thing I did was I said, hello, this is To and Yoa, and we're here to work on the house. We're just going to work on the house, and when we're done, we're going to leave, right?
Yeah.
And after we did that, oh my God, I'm having chills. After we did that,
we
did not.
Yeah, we didn't experience any of that
after that.
Yeah, after that.
But we were so scared that, like Toa said, I just put on Christian music, full blast the whole time. So even though there are things like that running back and forth downstairs, you wouldn't hear it because the music was so loud.
Yeah, we put it on blast every time we're at the house. So, if there's other noises, cat noises or footstep noises,
it will drown it all out.
Yeah, we will.
So that now I know why construction crews do that. No, probably not.
Yeah.
That's why I did it. And if we ever work in another house, that's why we're gonna be doing it too.
Yeah. And I think the other thing was time to time when you walk by the stair, you will have this foul smell.
Yeah, it has a weird smell.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I just don't know where it came from.
The house overall does have a like weird smell, but yeah,
This
like,
smell is like, it's weird.
yeah,
You know?
and once in a while it would be really strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming from the basement.
Yeah. No, I think there was a few times that was upstairs too, and I was like, I didn't know where it came from. I thought that it was only coming from the basement, but there's a few times there was upstairs too. So, like I said in the beginning, every time you go into that house, you always feel like somebody's watching you. So staying there by yourself, it's just
Yeah, so that's
weird.
why our son decided not to move into the house, and he decided to sell it instead.
That's probably the main reason, because after we told him,
Yeah, because
we-
like he didn't have time to go work on the house, so obviously we went and helped him work on the house, and his goal was to move in, right?
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
and so after we were telling him these stories, he was like, you know what, we're just gonna sell it.
Yeah.
So he sold it.
Yeah. So that's the story, and
Yeah.
anything
So
else?
yeah, if you guys have any similar stories like this, we would love to hear it. I think some stories about, especially these scary ones, are like the most interesting ones that people share. Just like we met a buyer today, and he was talking about how he rented a house, and in the middle of the night, all of a sudden something like just pulls his blanket right off of him.
yeah.
And
So he was like, he's sleeping, and the blanket just got slowly pulled, and he wake up, and they were just like
yank it right off him.
Yeah, yank it out from him.
And he was like, and no one's there or
Yeah.
anything, and it just happens, and it's like all the time.
Yeah.
And so, as real estate agents, when we help buyers go look for houses, we know that, especially in the Hmong community, because those are the clients that normally comes to us,
Yep.
they always have that question, is this house haunted? And it's very hard to answer them because we don't know. Because a lot of it's something that is not a material fact here in the state of Minnesota. So it's not that they can't, but they don't have to disclose it to us if it's a haunted house or if there's paranormal activity in the house, you know what I mean? And so, it's very hard to answer that question. And there's no way to even know if the house is haunted unless maybe you start talking to neighbors and they might know about it. Otherwise, there's no way to really know.
Yeah. So, anyways, about our story, I mean, I do hope that nothing happens to the owner that bought the house.
I'm sure it's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that maybe they were just latching on to us, and
because
they were there when we were there.
Because you're
but,
just so awesome to all of us.
I don't know. We show a lot of creepy house, so you never know what spirits is latching onto you. So
none.
yeah, because there are some houses that we show that you just can't.
Yep. Especially some of those older 1800 houses.
Like you don't even want to go to the basement. Yeah.
But yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this story, and if you have any stories, like I said, similar to this, and you want to share it with us, we would love to hear it. So just post it in our comments below, or you can reach out to us and share it with us, or even come on to Real Estate Tea Time and tell your story so that we can hear it firsthand. But yeah, so.
Yeah, we ran out of tea, so there's no tea today, but our next video for sure, there will be some tea. Mm-hmm. So again, comment below. See what types of tea you guys like to drink, and we will try them all.
Yep, and don't forget to help us out by giving us a thumbs up and following us, and come back again to check us out.